Welcome back, everyone. You should have had time to respond to the five do now questions. Just looking for your prediction on different things around population within Summit, as well as in Denver in the United States. Recognizing some of the biggest grade level at Summit right now is actually ninth graders. The high school is significantly bigger than the middle school. Denver is mostly young adults, 20s and 30s. There are more males in Denver, and there are more females in the United States. Today we're going to graph population and population changes by using something called a population pyramid. This is a way of visually displaying the numbers. It's a chart or a graph that tries to break down population and show changes, increase, decreases, things like that. So the things on the graph is men versus women. There's not another category for people who are non-binary, and this is related to sex, not gender. So you're the sex you were born with, not the gender that you identify with. It also breaks you down by your age group, and it can do it typically by 5 years or 10-year spans. It also shows total population. This can be used to show trends, make inferences, and understand how population is changing. So here's what they look like. Here's the United States population pyramid. You can see we got 0 to 4, 5 to 9. These are the age groups over here. The bars show percentage. So we can look at what percentage of the U.S. population is between 0 and 4 and is a male. Well, it's about 3% of the U.S. population. What percentage of the population is 0 to 4 and female? Well, it's about 2.9. So each of these bars represents the percentage of people in that category. And you can see, as you get older, the population gets smaller. There's very few 100-year-olds in the United States. Tends to be a lot of like late 50, early 60-year-olds. Also tends to be a lot of 20 and 30-year-olds. All right, so we can see where we've had little population booms, where it's calmed down, where it's boomed again and calmed down. We can see the trends in population. We can understand what's going to happen. We will watch a video as a class, so you can pause this one while we watch about population pyramids. This is showing the world population, slightly different than the U.S. You can see the increase. There was a big increase about 35 years ago, and then it calmed down, and then it's starting to increase again. You can see the population growth coming every year. All right, so in the last 4 years, there's been an increase in the number of kids being born as opposed to the years before that. We can also look at these population graphs when it comes to different stages of population. All right, so countries that are underdeveloped, you can see they're having lots of kids. All right, a huge percentage of this country, of Niger's country, is young kids. But as they get older, there's significantly less and less kids each year, which tells you that people are not making it to adulthood. They're dying younger from health issues, from lack of food, lack of resources, whatever it is. Stage 2 shows us that people are starting to live longer. Right? These big growth years are not getting smaller until they're older. So this country of Haiti started to get better resources, started to develop, their death rate started to drop about 15 years ago, and you can see all these kids are now surviving, and they're not dying like they are in Africa. This one shows stage 3, the country is Morocco. You can see they had the big increase, but now it's sort of leveled off. Their population isn't growing greatly anymore. It's still big, but it's not growing a ton. Then we got stage 4, where you can see population starting to decrease. People are starting to have less and less kids than the previous generation. Today we're going to be making population pyramids of our own. I'm going to give you data, and you're going to draw them out on a whiteboard and then answer questions either on the Pear Deck or on the whiteboard.